on a small island. Every day, the fisherman went fishing with his net. Usually, he did not catch many fish, but one day, his luck changed.
Oh my!
The fisherman exclaimed as he started to haul in his heavy net.
I must have caught an enormous fish.
But when the fisherman looked in the net, he was stunned. The heavy net was empty except for one tiny golden fish. The fisherman peered more closely at the fish. Suddenly, the creature opened its mouth, startling the man.
Please do not kill me. Return me to the sea, and I will do whatever you wish. This is no ordinary fish.
He took pity on the small creature.
I am content. I do not need anything from you. Go back to the sea. At home, the fisherman's wife asked, as she always did,
Did you catch anything today?
nothing but a small golden fish.
Then the fisherman told his wife about the extraordinary golden fish in his net. When the man relayed that, he had let the golden fish go. His wife faced Turkey with fury.
You fool! That was a magic fish. Why did you let it go? Why did you not wish for something like bread for us to eat?
The wife reprimanded her husband all night long. Finally, the fisherman couldn't stand his wife's complaints anymore. He returned to the sea to look for the magic fish.
Little fish, little fish.
Soon, the golden fish swam to the shore. What do you want, old man?
My wife is very angry. She wants me to ask you for something.
What does she want?
She wants bread.
You gave me my life. Go home and you will find what your wife wished for. Then it swam away. When the man returned to his hut, he asked,
Do you have bread now?
We have plenty of bread now, but the hut is in disrepair and about to collapse. Return to the golden fish and demand a fine new cottage.
Little fish, little fish.
Soon the golden fish swam to the shore. What do you want, old man?
My wife is discontent. Now she wants a fine new cottage.
Go home and you will find what your wife wished for. Then it swam away. When the man returned home, he was amazed to see that a fine new cottage had replaced a small, modest hut.
Just then, his wife ran toward him.
Go back to the golden fish and tell the fish I want to be the queen of this island.
Again, the fisherman obeyed his wife's command and headed back to the sea. Little fish, little fish.
Soon the golden fish swam to the shore. What do you want now, old man?
My wife wants to be the queen of the island.
Go home and you will find what she wished for. Then it swam away. When the fisherman arrived home, he stopped in his tracks and stared in amazement. A magnificent palace, bustling with guards, horses, and servants, had replaced the cottage.
Just then, the old man entered the palace. Sitting on a golden throne, dressed in the elegant attire of a king, was his wife. Pardon me, wife.
Wife? How dare you miss the queen as your wife? Guards! Take this disgusting man away!
The guards dragged the fisherman away.
While his wife ruled the island, he spent his days spinning the palace like a servant.
Then one day, the queen summoned the fisherman.
You old fool! Go back to the fish and tell him that I no longer want to be queen. Now, I want to be the empress of the sea!
What? No, you already have more than you need.
Go to the fish or I'll chop your head off!
The fisherman was taken back to the sea. Little fish, little fish.
But this time, the golden fish did not appear.
Little fish, little fish.
Still, the golden fish did not answer. The old man called out a third time.
Little fish, little fish.
Suddenly, the sky turned dark and the waves in the sea crashed and roared. do you want, old man? The fisherman bent his head low and spoke in a trembling voice.
My wife, now she wants to be the empress of the sea.
The fish did not say a word. Instead, it simply turned and disappeared into the churning waters. When the old man returned home, he could not believe his eyes. The magnificent palace was gone. In its place stood an old modest hut. The fisherman and his wife returned to their former life. Every day, the fisherman went fishing as usual, but he never caught the extraordinary golden fish again.
Jack's Day. Long, long ago, a boy named Jack lived with his mother. Jack was not very bright, but he was kind and diligent. One day, Jack worked hard at the mill by a stream. He was paid 2 silver coins. On his way home, Jack played with the coins. But suddenly, he stuck his toe on a rock. Ouch! Oh no, the coins! But it was too late. Splash, splash. Each of the silver coins splashed into the stream. When Jack arrived home with nothing, his mother got very angry. Next time, be sure to put your pay to your pocket. I will, Mother. Later, Jack worked very hard at the bakery. In return, he got paid a loaf of bread. On his way back home, he stuffed the bread in his pocket, just like Mother said. When he got home, he ran to his mother. Mother, look! I put my pay in my pocket. Jack pulled the bread out of his pocket. Oh, the bread crumbled. Jack, next time be sure to carry your pay on your head. Later, Jack worked on a farm. He worked very hard and he got paid a large jar of milk. I must put this jar on my hat, just like my mother told me. Jack carefully balanced the jar of milk on his head, but Jack had to walk under a tree with a lot of branches. The jar of milk on his head hit a branch. Oh no! When Jack returned home, he was so sad that he almost cried. Jack, don't feel so sad. Next time, be sure to carry your bag on your shoulders. I will, Mother. Later, Jack worked very hard at the market. The master liked how diligently he worked, so he gave Jack one of his donkeys. This time, I will put the donkey on my shoulders. Then I can take it home safely. But the donkey was so happy that Jack could not walk in a straight line. Oh, what a heavy donkey! Jack sang a silly song to forget the donkey's weight. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo. The donkey cried because it felt so uncomfortable too. Jack tried very hard not to drop the donkey, so he did not see the king and the princess having a picnic by the road. The princess saw Jack zigzagging across the road and heard him and the donkey singing a funny song. Hi!
My son, you have made my daughter laugh. Please, be my daughter's husband.
Oh, Your Majesty! So Jack and his mother went to the castle. John married the princess.
Jack and the prince laughed all the time and lived happily ever after.
Ha! Diddly-do, diddly-do! Drew is bored. Drew sighed.
I have nothing to do. I'm so bored.
He lay on the sofa and stared up at the ceiling.
Dad walked into the living room.
What are you doing, Drew?
I'm bored.
Bored?
There's nothing to do.
He slid off the sofa. His feet were still on the sofa, but his head was down under the coffee table. Come with me.
Drew followed Dad to the kitchen.
These dishes are dirty. Since you have nothing to do, you can wash them.
He filled the sink with just soapy water. Then he got to work. When Drew was done, he went back to the living room.
Oh, hi, Drew. I was going to vacuum the living room. But since you are bored today, you can do it.
Drew vacuumed the living room.
Next, he helped Dad with the garden. Then he peeled potatoes and set the table. During dinner, Drew was tired.
That was a busy day. Dad smiled.
Anytime you're bored, just let me know. Drew laughed.
Ha ha ha! I'll never say I am bored again. The Hart and the Hunter. Once upon a time, there lived a beautiful hart. The hart was tall, proud, and graceful. But its most outstanding feature was its antlers. Every day, the hart came to drink from the river. And every day, the hart would emerge its reflection in the water.
Just look. Look at these magnificent antlers. No one has just beautiful antlers as I.
The hart stood and admired his antlers for a long time. No one was allowed to touch his precious antlers. Not even little bears taking a little break.
Shoo, shoo. How dare you sit on my beautiful antlers?
The hart looked to make sure his antlers were okay.
Oh,
The hart lifted his legs higher.
what a shame. These legs are not worthy to hold me great antlers. I wish my legs were more beautiful. The hart was so distressed that he did not know he was being watched.
Look at those magnificent antlers.
The hunter slowly took out his arrow. He aimed carefully at the hart. The arrow flew but missed the hart. At that moment, the hart turned and saw the hunter. Oh!
The hart nimbly jumped over fallen trees. His legs gracefully carried him through the forest.
The hunter could not keep up with the hart.
The hart ran as swift nowhere to be seen. The hare left with relief and joy. But not for long. Smash! The hare was not watching where he was going. His great antlers got stuck in some branches. The hare tried to free himself. But no matter which way he turned, his antlers would not budge.
Oh, why are you so big and grand? Meanwhile, the hunter was able to catch up with the hare.
The hare looked down at his locks.
Even though you're not as beautiful as my antlers, you carry me fast and far. Oh, how I despise what is most useful to us.
Rapunzel!
Once upon a time, there lived a married couple who desperately wanted to have a child. Their house overlooked a beautiful garden. Every day from her window, the wife looked down at all the flowers and herbs. Her favorite was the Rapunzel herb.
If only I had a daughter as beautiful as the Rapunzel.
Finally, the wife became pregnant. One day, the wife found the Rapunzel as her husband.
Darling, do you bring me some of those herbs?
But the sewage is garden.
If I put it from Rapunzel, I'll die.
Everyone was afraid of the old witch. She bred great powers and cast spells on people. No one dared to enter the garden, knowing they would probably not come out alive. The wife refused to eat anything and began to look pale. Worrying about her health as well as the babies, the husband finally gave in. I'll eat the yours for you.
Thank you, honey. She blew him a kiss and clapped her hand. That night, the husband crept into the witch's garden and stole some Rapunzel. He brought it to his wife, who immediately ate it up. Bring me a fresh Rapunzel every night. For a few nights after that, the husband bravely did what the wife asked, until one evening when he got caught by the witch herself. So, you are the thief, my Rapunzel!
Please have mercy. My pregnant wife said she thought she couldn't have so.
Take as much as you like. But return! I'll child born to you will be mine. The husband, frightened out of his wits, had no choice to agree. A few months later, a baby girl was born. A couple happiness lasted only a short time because soon after the witch appeared. She snatched a baby from astonished wife and said,
No!
I will conquer Rapunzel and raise her as my own. Without other words, she vanished, taking Rapunzel with her.
Rapunzel grew up to be an extremely beautiful girl. The witch now wanted to see her beauty, so she shut Rapunzel up in a tower. This tower, located in the forest, had no stairs or doors. There was only one way to enter it.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair!
From the small windows of the thick golden rope. The witch climbed up the strange shiny rope to the top of the tower. But in fact, it was no rope at all. Rapunzel had magnificent long golden hair that reached past her feet. Whenever the witch called out, Rapunzel dumped her hair out the window. For a few years later, the king's son happened to be running through the forest. She imagined the tears and angels and he stopped to listen.
No! It's the voice of the maiden!
The sweet melancholy voice was coming from a tower just ahead. Upon seeing Rapunzel in the window, the prince fell deeply in love with her. He longed to go up and declare his feelings to her.
But how can I get inside the tower?
He saw the witch approach the tower.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair!
The prince watched in amazement as a long golden rope descended from the window. The prince waited until the witch left and then called out loudly,
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair!
Rapunzel was shocked when she saw a strange man enter through the tower window.
I mean no harm. He confessed his feeling to her and asked if she would marry him. Rapunzel's heart welcomed with joy and she accepted the proposal. Rapunzel,
And the
the prince continued to meet secretly.
On each visit, the prince brought some silk thread. Rapunzel used the silk to make a rope so she could escape from the tower.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair!
As she let her hair fall down, Rapunzel thought happily to herself that today would be her last day as a captive. In a few hours, the prince would come up on his horse and...
What are you so happy about?
Nothing.
What is that?
Rapunzel stared in horror as the witch held up the prince's head.
Ungrateful girl, you dare deceive me?
I love him. We're going to get married.
The witch's eye turned red as she pulled out the scissors. Then in the blink of an eye, snip, snip, Rapunzel's braid fell to the floor. Then the witch vanished Rapunzel into the forest.
That evening, the prince arrived unaware of what had happened. Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Let down your hair!
The end of the braid fell and hit the prince's head.
Ouch!
Climbing the tower, he thought of only of getting married.
Tonight will be the last time I...
Suddenly, he screamed. Looking down the window at him was the witch.
The prince was speechless.
So you tried to steal what's not yours?
Before she could cast a spell on him, the prince let go of Rapunzel's hair.
He fell into the thorny bush. It pierced his eye. Blinded, the prince got off his horse and took off for a forest.
Days turned to weeks and weeks turned to months. The blind prince searched and searched for his beloved, but he could find no trace of Rapunzel. The prince was about to give up and return to his palace when he heard a familiar sound. Rapunzel, is that you?
The singing stopped abruptly and the woman turned around. My prince, you found me!
As the tears of joy ran down his face, the prince saw a bright light. True love reopened his eyes.
Not even the witch's hate separated them forever.
The prince took Rapunzel back to his palace, and they lived
Happily ever after!
The Lion and the Mouse. One day, a mouse was lost in the jungle. Oh, where am I? I am lost. The little mouse could not find her way back home. What am I going to do? She felt afraid and unwitting. Just then, the mouse saw something yellow in the grass. Oh boy! She rushed to it and bit into it. The mouse did not realize that it was the tail of a big lion. Who dared to bite my tail? The mouse was quite surprised and trembled. Oh no! Oh my king, I'm sorry. Please, please forgive me. What is this? You are nothing but a little mouse. How dare you bite my tail? The lion opened his mouth to eat the mouse. Wait, I'm too small to eat. Please, let me go. I promise I will help you someday. What? Ha ha! How can you, a tiny mouse, help me? Ha ha! I'm the owner of this jungle. I do not need anyone's help. But since you made me laugh, I'll let you go. What a funny mouse. Oh, thank you. But you'll see, someday I will help you. Then the mouse quickly ran away before the lion changed his mind. A few days later, the mouse heard an awful roaring noise. Oh my! What could that be? Maybe it's the lion in trouble. So the curious mouse ran quickly toward the sound. The mouse found the lion captured in a strong net. The lion looked sad. He looked like he needed some help. Aha! Here's my chance to help him. My king, do not worry. I am here to help you. It's you again. But how can you help me? You have to smile to help me. Just watch. I will bite through the net. Then you can escape. The mouse chewed and chewed. At last, the line was able to crawl through a hole in the net. Oh, thank you, Mouse. You kept your promise and saved my life. I'll never trust someone by your side again.
Traveling without leaves. Hong Kong airport was foggy. Alice looked at the TV screen. Her flight to Los Angeles was late. Alice tapped her foot impatiently and looked at her watch.
Oh, what's taking these people so long? I hate long flights.
Please put your sit and table trays in their full of red positions. It is currently sunny and 70 degrees Fahrenheit in Los Angeles.
The plane began to descend. I hate landings.
Suddenly, the plane hit the runway and Alice hit her head on the seat in front of her.
Ah! Oh, Elise wasn't happy because the flight was late.
She didn't like the flight because it was long.
Elise didn't like the landing because it was bumpy.
She was impatient because she was in a hurry.
She was in a hurry because she had to meet her boyfriend for dinner.
The airport was crowded and Alice was trapped behind a very fat man.
Oh, there are just too many people here.
The airport was hot and many people smelled of sweat.
Oh, is the air conditioning working? Oh, it's so hot.
In the baggage claim area, Alice quickly moved away from the man.
Why is everything taking so long? I need to get to my hotel, shower, and change.
Alice wasn't happy. She was late and she was in a hurry.
I hate checking my luggage.
A loud bell sounded and a red light started flashing.
Oh, it's about time. I hope my bag is first.
Alice watched many bags go by, but none of them were hers. Alice saw many bags that looked like hers. She had a nice black bag, but so did everyone else.
Why did I buy a black bag?
Finally, Alice saw a bag that had to be hers.
Ah, there it is. She reached for it and saw it on her. Excuse me, but I think that's my bag.
Oh, is it? Alice stared angry at the man. The man quickly looked away. Oh, there's mine. I'm sorry.
Alice quickly took her bag and left the airport. Taxi!
A yellow cab pulled up next to her, and a friendly-looking man took her bag and put it in the trunk. The driver looked in the rearview mirror and asked, "Where to?"
The Crown Hotel. I'm in a hurry.
"Yes, ma'am."
At the Crown Hotel, Alice called her boyfriend. Hello, Par?
"Yes, Alice, is that you? Where are you?"
I'm at the Crown Hotel. My flight was late.
"That's okay. I'm still at the meeting."
I need an hour. I want to take a bath.
"No problem. I'll see you at the restaurant in an hour."
Bye.
"Bye." She took a nice warm bath, and in the bath she thought about what she would wear to dinner.
I think I'll wear something comfortable. My favorite pair was jeans and a silk blouse.
After her bath, she went to her bag to get her clothes. But the clothes she found were not hers. The clothes belonged to the man. His underwear was the size of the large microwave oven.
Oh, I hate traveling.
If you always expect the worst usually happens.
The Three Wishes. Once upon a time, a woodcutter and his wife lived in the forest. They were poor, but very happy.
The woodcutter worked very hard. One day, He went to look for some trees to cut. He found a very tall and strong tree in the forest. He raised his axe to chop it down, when suddenly he heard a voice.
Please, help me, help me.
He wondered where the voice was coming from. The woodcutter looked down at a fallen tree behind him and saw a fairy. The fairy's wings are caught under the huge tree.
Please, help me get out of here. My wings are stuck.
Oh, poor fairy, but how can I remove this big tree?
Use your axe.
So the woodcutter wedged his axe under the fallen tree trunk and lifted it carefully.
Well done, thank you.
I have to chop down this big tree before it is dark.
I'd like to reward you for saving my life. Go back home and make 3 wishes. All 3 wishes will come true.
When the woodcutter heard this, he quickly ran home.
Oh dear! First, cook us a delicious meal. Then I will give you some surprising and wonderful news.
We only have some soup. I wish we had some sausage too.
Suddenly, a string of sausages appeared on the table. Oh no! A fairy gave us 3 wishes. Now we only have 2 left. You wasted a wish. Oh, I wish these sausages were stuck in your nose. Suddenly, the sausages were stuck in his wife's nose.
Ah! What's going on?
Oh no! Now we left 2 wishes. But oh, how funny you look! His wife was getting angry.
I have sausages stuck in my nose. Why are you laughing? Help me. Oh, I wish.
No, please don't. Be careful what you say. We have only 1 wish left. First, let's try to remove the sausages out of her nose. So they tried to pull the sausages out of her nose. They put grease on the sausages and their nose. They pulled some more, but the sausages stayed stuck in her nose. The woodcutter and his wife were very sad.
What should we do now? I wanted to wish for a big house and food, but only 1 wish is left, and I cannot live with these sausages in my nose.
We have no choice. We must use our last wish to get the sausages out. His wife was relieved. In a loud, clear voice, she said,
I wish that the sausages were out of my nose.
and right away the sausages came out of her nose. What a waste! I was going to wish for some firewood to keep us warm this winter. Well, we were content before we had the 3 wishes, and we can be content without them.
You're right, honey. We can always be happy.
So they ate the sausages for supper.
So you're going to the museum and it's great. The guards check your bag to make sure you won't, I don't know, shoot a painting. You go up some fancy escalators, you sneak at statues, and then it happens. You see a super ugly medieval baby. Why do medieval babies look like ugly middle-aged men? This baby looks like he wants to tell you that a boat is just a money pit. It might seem like medieval artists were just bad at drawing, but it turns out that babies in medieval art are actually ugly for a reason. Well, there were breakthroughs in anatomy and perspective that happened later in the Renaissance. Ugly medieval babies were an intentional choice before that time. If someone told you to paint like Pablo Picasso and you gave them Norman Rockwell, you would have screwed up. And it's the same way for artists working in churches in Italy. It's because most of these babies were depictions of Jesus and Mary. They were influenced by the idea of the homunculus, which is Latin for little man. These babies look like Benjamin Button because philosophers believe Jesus was born perfectly full and unchanged. The adult Jesus was represented in the baby Jesus until the Renaissance when everything changed. Generally, we think of the Middle Ages lasting from around the 15th century, and it kind of overlapped the beginning of the Renaissance and the 14th century. The Renaissance probably began in Florence, Italy, but it's important to note that it unfolded over centuries and countries in a time when everything moved slowly. So it wasn't instant beautiful babies everywhere. Still, the change in style did happen, and it happened for a couple of reasons. Suddenly, places like Florence were getting richer, and churches weren't the only places that could afford paintings. People could get their own babies painted, and they wanted them to look like cute, chubby babies, not homunculi. And because the Renaissance was all about classics, they looked at Greek and Roman art, which was all about idealized forms that ditched the medieval abstraction for beauty. Anyway, the point is that after the Renaissance, churches didn't seem out of place, and neither did cuter pictures of baby Jesus as the Renaissance spread through Europe. We want babies who look like they need their cheeks pinched, not their prostates checked. We want them chubby and cute, and we want babies that fit our ideals. Because those medieval babies, they have a face that only a mother can love.
My dear friend. Christy's family was moving. She was very sad. Christy did not want to leave her friends.
Don't worry, honey. You make new friends.
You love the new house too.
But Christy was still sad.
Christy did not like her new school. The kids did not speak to her. They did not play with her. Christy did not have any friends.
What did you do at school today?
I'm sure there are nice kids in your class.
Her parents were very worried. One day after school, Christy was walking home alone. She saw a little park.
I'm going to walk in that park.
The next day, Christy was smiling.
Can I play in the park after school?
With you, Christy.
With my new friend.
Of course you can.
During lunchtime, Christy ate only half of her egg sandwich. All day long she was smiling. Christy could not wait for school to be over. She wanted to go to the park to see her new friend.
Did you have fun in the park?
Oh, yes.
What's your friend's name?
Hammy.
On Saturday, Christy went to the park to see her new friends.
Do you want some of my sandwich? No one at school wants to be my friend. You're the only friend I have, Hammy.
Christy was helping her mom make dinner.
Why don't you invite your friend for dinner?
I think he's shy.
Christy, is your friend a boy?
Excuse me, I have to get something from my room.
What's going on?
Christy's new friend Hammy is a boy.
A boy? You mean Christy has a boyfriend?
Christy's parents were worried once again. One day there was a new girl in Christy's class.
Class, this is Mina. Her family just moved here. Mina, go sit next to Christy.
Hi, Christy. Can I sit here?
Sure.
The two girls began talking. Let's walk home together.
Well, I have to meet my friend. Do you want to meet my friend?
The two girls chatted all the way to the park. It was already dark outside. Christy was not home yet.
Her mom and dad were very worried. They knew she was at the park with Hammy.
Do you know what time it is, young lady?
I'm sorry. I was in the park.
We know Hammy's your boyfriend. Go to your room. You're in big trouble.
Christy's parents were very upset. They did not know what to do. Then the phone rang.
Hi, my name is Mina. I'm Christy's friend.
I'm sorry, Mina, but Christy can't come to the phone right now.
Can you tell Christy that I'm going to bring some extra sandwiches for Hammy tomorrow?
You know Hammy? Tell me all about him. What does he look like? How old is he?
Christy's mom was getting upset again.
Hammy is a raccoon.
Christy, we are so sorry for shouting at you.
We didn't know Hammy was a raccoon. We thought he was her secret boyfriend.
I was so lonely until I met Hammy in the park. Every day he came to play with me. He was my only friend.
The next day, Christy went Mina and her parents to the park. Soon, Hammy came to say hello to his friends.
Mom, this is Hammy, my old friend. And this is Mina, my new friend.
Okay, 박수!
My first sleepover. Last December, I had my first sleepover at several brothers from Steve's house. It was so much fun. Jim, here's the sleeping bag. Have fun. See you tomorrow, Mom. When I arrived at Steve's house, Steve said hello.
Hi, Jen. Let's go outside to rollerblade.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, watch me turn around. Whee!
Yeah, watch me jump. Yay, yay. Later, Steve's mom crashed into the house. Come in, time to eat pizza. This is really yummy.
After 8 pizza, we played the computer game.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yay.
Now we went to bed.
Steve's mom turned off the light. Don't stay up and talk. You'll be tired tomorrow. Good night. Good night.
But we couldn't sleep. We giggled and giggled and giggled again.
Steve's mom came back. Shh. This time, go to sleep. Good night. Okay, good night.
We felt very tired. Suddenly, beer turned down from the closet.
What was that?
We got beer scared. Ears down again.
Oh, there might be a monster in the closet.
Oh no!
Steve pulled a blanket over his head. I put my blanket over my head too. Did you hear that sound again?
I'm scared. I want my mommy.
I didn't know what to look. Soon it was quiet up and I peeked out and looked at him. Guess what? It's just a guinea pig.
Ew, sorry, kids. We both laughed. But soon we both just snoring.
Oh. Oh. The next morning, my mom came to pick me up. Was it fun? Terrific. Mom can still sleep over at Love if he can. Yes, he can. Thank you.
The Second World War was barrier the people of Italy. By the end of the war, some parts of Italy had been nearly destroyed from years of warfare. Many people, especially the poor, could not see a future there for their families. One of these people was a young man named Luigi.
Luigi was 20 years old and he wanted to work and buy a house for his family. But jobs were scarce and many homes around Italy had been demolished. One day, Luigi read an advertisement in the newspaper that told him about the American dream.
Come to America and you will find a job and a house. In America, everyone's dreams come true.
So Luigi packed his bag and kissed his wife and small baby boy goodbye.
I'll go to America and get a job. Then you two can join me and we will buy a house and live a happy life. We will achieve the American dream.
When Luigi arrived in New York City, there were thousands of other men seeking the American dream. Luigi traveled from factory to factory, construction site to construction site, looking for work. But again and again, employer rejected him. Sometimes people were polite and apologized,
Sorry, no jobs today.
but other people treated him very rudely and shouted,
Friend, you dirty immigrants! Go back to where you came from. We don't need immigrants around here.
hungry, lonely, and depressed. Luigi took whatever he could to make money. For a few weeks, he shined shoes and worked as school cleaner. But this job didn't pay enough to bring his wife and baby to come to America and enjoy it. One day, Luigi heard a small city with plenty of jobs and opportunities. The city was Niagara Falls. It was located about 11 hours from New York City. So with just a few pennies in his hand, Luigi boarded a train and headed north. When he arrived in Niagara Falls, Luigi was amazed at how clean and beautiful it was.
This is where I'll find my American dream.
Luigi began searching the construction job site. But everywhere he went, there were no jobs for immigrants. Luigi grew desperate. He had absolutely no money, no friends, and no jobs. Would he ever find the American dream? One morning, he went to another construction site and asked for a job. The foreman said,
Sorry, nothing today.
Luigi became very angry and shouted.
I need a job and I'm not leaving until I get one.
With that, Luigi grabbed a shovel and started to work. He began helping the construction workers dig a long and deep trench. The astonished foreman watching it.
What are you doing?
I'm working. If you don't like my work, you don't have to pay me. But I'm working here today.
Luigi worked harder than any other man all day long. At the end of the day, Luigi approached the foreman.
So, do you like my work?
Yes, you do good work.
Then I will come back tomorrow and you will pay me.
With that, all the other workmen started laughing. They had never witnessed anything like this before.
You are very bold.
I'm not bold. I'm just hungry.
Okay, Luigi, you have a job. Come back tomorrow.
Then he reached into his pocket and pulled out some money.
Your money for today. Go and get something to eat and buy a new pair of shoes. Good.
After that, Luigi worked every day. He was the first to arrive at the construction site in the morning and the last to leave at night. Before long, he had enough money to bring his wife and small baby boy to come to America and enjoy it. Their house was located in an attractive Italian neighborhood in Niagara Falls. Luigi and his wife eventually had more children. After a few years, Luigi bought a new house that was bigger and very well constructed. Their neighborhood was near good shops, safe school, and new church which Luigi helped to build. His children attended the school and grew up well. Many years later, Luigi went to a university to attend the graduation ceremony of the youngest son. During the graduation ceremony, Luigi began to cry. His wife looked at him in surprise. Why are you crying?
There are tears of happiness. Today I've truly achieved the American dream.
Okay, 인사.
The lion that ran. The lion was very strong. He was the king of all the other animals. One day, the lion met a monkey. Good morning, Your Majesty. Your day looks wonderful today. Of course. Oh my! Is something wrong, little monkey? No, nothing, sir. Then why did you make such a very tiny little? Well, your breath smells bad, that's all. My breath smells bad? Is that all? Oh, yes, that's it. That's all. Okay, then you'll never smell again. Roar! You there! Stop! Come here and smell my breath. Me? Oh, yes, Frankie. Does it smell good or bad? The lion knew that the lion ate the monkey, so she lied to the lion.
Oh, my king, your must smell wonderful.
Is this so? How in the fuck does it smell?
Your must smell food like an apple.
You are lying to me. Roar! The fox saw Aladdin from behind the tree. He was quite terrified and he tried to run away. You little fox! Stop there!
Oh, yes, my king.
Come in and smell my breath.
The brown fox had no choice but to smell the wine breath.
How was it? Was it good or bad?
What's it telling? The lion breath smelled really bad. The fox could not like it, but could not tell the lion or those real legs either.
Why don't you say something? Do you think my breath smells bad?
No, my king. I have a cold. Yes, I have a cold. So my nose is very stuffy. I cannot smell anything well. I can only guess that the breath smells good. And what do you think?
Yes, I am sure it smells good.
Sure.
And the saddle-fed lion let the fox leave.
오케이, 박수!
Who is the king of the forest? There was once a fox who lived in the forest. He was a clever and cunning fox. He could easily fool anyone. One day, a tiger saw the fox and thought,
He will make a tasty meal. I will let the little fox for dinner.
the tiger snapped up on the fox. The tiger opened his mouth and was about to eat the fox. Stop! How dare you! Do not touch me! I am the king of the forest.
Ha ha, you! You are not the king of the forest. You are just a small, silly fox.
The fox knew he was not the king of the forest, but he planned to trick the tiger. I am the king of the forest, and I can prove it.
You are not the king of the forest. All I see is a little fox.
The fox stopped quickly. Because he was very clever, he soon had a plan. Surely, I am the king of the forest. When the other animals see me, they run away.
They run away from you? Ha ha ha! No one runs away from you. You're a silly, skinny fox.
The fox knew that the deer were afraid of the tiger. Let's go see the deer. They will run away. The fox and the tiger went to see the deer. When the deer saw the tiger, they ran away. Run! Run! It's the king of the forest! Look at them. They are afraid of me. I am the king of the forest.
I still don't believe you. You are just a little fox.
Let's go see the monkeys. They will run away too. So the fox and the tiger went to see the monkeys. When the monkeys saw the tiger, they ran away. Sing! Sing! It's the king of the forest!
They're afraid of you.
Of course they are. I am the king of the forest. All animals are afraid of me. The tiger believed the fox. Now he was afraid of the fox too.
I am so sorry, my great king. Please do not hurt me.
again. You are a furious, furry fox.
You may go.
That night, the fox told all his friends about the tiger. The fox and his friends
Laugh
and laughed.
박수!